Caleb, another big win this past weekend. When you look at those 90 minutes, did that feel like the most complete 90 minutes for you so far this season?
The score line would indicate that, but I thought we played really good against Red Bull. I thought we played really good against Atlanta. Thought we played good for periods in almost every game. But we were in the box 37 times. That's the most on the year, and we had the most box shots, 13, I think it was. So in terms of getting in good spots, yeah, it was our best game of the year, and I thought we pressed really well. I've been asking for more killer instinct out of the players. I challenged them to bring more in the boxes, both sides of the ball, and they've been doing that. All the credit goes to them.
It ends up being a comfortable result in the end, but even in stoppage time, just to maintain the clean sheet, you got guys throwing their bodies in front of shots, getting stuck in on tackles. We talked about that grit a little bit. Is that sort of contagious when a few guys in the group start to show that? Does that sort of roll through the group a little bit?
It's what it takes to win in this league. You see how close the margins are. You have the MLS Cup champion that hasn't won a game yet. That just shows how tight this league is and how difficult it is to win in this league. The margins are very tight, so it takes that mentality, it takes that in the boxes, that bravery. You got to put your body on the line, and you got to be willing to, within the team, make plays individually. Finish the play, score the goal, find a set piece goal, or defensively head the ball out, clear it out, track a guy. That's the margins. Those are things people don't see. When you watch the film, you see all these little moments that add up. It's a game of moments, and the team that wins more moments usually wins the game.
Two guys who help set that tone are Brian Ceballos, Mamadou Fofana. And we've seen so many instances in this league of international players who come in and need a little bit of time to really get settled in. But have you been impressed at how quickly it seems like the two of them have sort of settled in both on and off the field?
Yeah, I think they can both still be better, to be honest with you. But yeah, they've transitioned pretty well. I still think the whole team can continue to be better. We're winning games. Obviously, we're creating more. We're playing better. But when you go through the film, there's still a lot of things, a lot of areas that we can be better individually and collectively. So, I'm pleased. The greatest enemy of progress is past success, though. So we've got to be very mindful of improving, continuing to improve, continuing to get better, understanding, the next game we're playing a team that's top of the league, that's 5-0 at home, I think it is. So we got to keep getting better, and we got to play better in this next game if we're going to win.
Do you like that opportunity to, at this point, while in a good run of form, go test yourselves against one of the best teams in the league?
Yeah, again, they're a team that hasn't lost it at home. They're sitting top of the league, and they're in form. But I like, where we're at, and it'll be a great opportunity for us to go and try to get a result in a very difficult environment against a very good team.
Now, Coach, you've mentioned a couple of times that obviously the group's now won 3 of the last 4. You're now going on a 4-game road trip that includes also a U.S. Open Cup tie as well. How much are you looking to get those guys prepared for not only the MLS games but also that Open Cup tie, and how much rotation would you expect to see throughout that strand of games?
I don't know. We're focused on Charlotte. Honestly, we're not thinking too much ahead. Obviously, we got a full week to Charlotte. We got a full week to the next game. So, we'll understand for sure the game around the corner. But, right now for this week, we're locked in on Charlotte. That's it. We're not talking about 4 road games or Open Cup games. We're talking about Charlotte. That's it.
And building on that Charlotte take there, Wilfried Zaha, one of the most killer instinct players in the league right now. What does he bring to the league, and obviously what are you looking to do to stop him from scoring goals?
Yeah, they're a very good defensive team and very good in transition, and they have players in the front that are dynamic and can change a game, individually. Players like Ajimang and Biel and Zaha, they're dangerous. Obviously, we played good teams with good players, so it's not like we've not played good players. You look look back on the players who played in Atlanta or Cincinnati or the last game, there's a lot of good players in those teams. So we have a lot of respect for Charlotte, a lot of respect for their players. They're extremely talented, but we've played talented players every single game.
Sweet. And then the last one for me. You've mentioned a couple times this season that Ignatius Ganago and Tomas Shankalai and also Leo Campagna, they just need one to open the floodgates. Obviously, this past week they both scored. Do you think those floodgates are set to open now, and how confident are you in their ability for the coming stretch?
Yeah, I mean, really, you would hope that one unlocks everything, but it just depends on the next game. Depends on how hard we play. So if the players unlock the floodgates, then they'll unlock it. It's not going to just happen easy. We're playing one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they're very organized in that kind of 4-4-2, mid-block press. So goals aren't going to come easy. We're going to have to play well. We're going to have to be very, clean and clear in how we're going to create chances. And in the end, it's going to be on the day how they perform. It's as simple as that. There's nothing easy in this league. And if we start thinking, oh, we've won 3 of 4, and oh, we've won 2 in a row, and we're just going to go to Charlotte and it's going to be easy, we're going to get a win, then there's no chance we'll lose. We have to have an edge. We have to have a hunger. And we have to keep improving, and we have to play better in this next game against Charlotte than we did in the last game. If we don't, we'll probably won't win.
And Caleb, going off of that, how important is it for you to have Leo Campana back in full health to be able to start on the attack going into this game?
Yeah, he obviously started last game. Got 65 minutes, I think it was. So we'll be in the same situation. Hopefully, we can push him even further. But obviously, you see his quality. He's dynamic, he's technical, so you can, play through him and combine with him. He can stretch, good in the air. So, it's the reason we signed him. He needs rhythm, he needs to play, he needs chemistry with Ganago. But the other thing I love about him is his work rate defensively. Our press starts with the front two and Carlos. When those guys press well and those guys are working hard and they're making it predictable, then it's easy for everybody else. When those guys aren't working hard and they're not, making it predictable, then it's very difficult for the rest of the team to be connected. And with the way those guys pressed last game, that was a real key. So they need to keep working hard defensively, those 3 guys.